Good morning, everybody. Hope y'all's having a good morning. Looks like it's going to be a scorcher today, about 96, I think weatherman said, but that's okay. At least it's not raining and cold, and that weather will be upon us here before you know it. I was going to do a follow-up video on this 2008 Lincoln MKZ that I have. I had used this stuff right here, the turtle wax in the black box. The ultimate deep, rich shine for black vehicles. It comes with all this stuff here and a couple of sponge applicators as well. If you'll recall in yesterday's video, I mentioned I started using this, but I realized because this car sits in the garage all the time with a car cover on it, well, I didn't really need that. So I went on to step 2, got that all done, and that stuff really went on really good. It's kind of a black liquid-like substance, and it goes on your sponge, and it kind of, when you take it off, it kind of makes your rag black. It's kind of a color, matches the color of the black vehicle that you might be waxing. It's real easy to put on, real easy to take off. I like that about that. But yesterday the sun come up on me pretty quick. I didn't get a chance to do the black spray detailer that you're supposed to spray on when you get all done. So I done that this morning before the sun catches up with me again today, and kind of detailed the inside just a little bit. Really didn't need it, but I did anyway just because I had it out here. But I just want to tell you, I kind of highly recommend this stuff if you have a black vehicle. And you know how hard, if you've ever had one, you know how hard they are to keep clean. Black is really hard. It's one of the prettiest colors, as I said yesterday, but man, you talk about hard to keep clean. And as I'm saying all this, I already see dust on it, and I just got done wiping it off. It's got a little bit of a breeze this morning, just a little bit. I can show you the trees, so it's kind of blowing just a little bit of stuff around, but that's okay. Anyway, I was just going to show you the car after it's all done. It's got a pretty slick feel to it, and as I said, this car is a 08, so it's got some imperfections in it here and there. There's some more dust, but anyway, that's beside the point. But anyway, I really like that turtle wax black box. If you have a black vehicle, I would suggest at least trying it. You might have something better, but so far for me, this has been the best. And in case you didn't know, if you have a black vehicle, see all the dust? I don't know if you can see all this or not. If you have a black vehicle and you're waxing it and you're taking it off, kind of go the same way with your cleaning rag as the way the vehicle goes, like the hood, the top and stuff. Just kind of go the same way with your rag, and it'll kind of keep swirls down. Man, this thing's got dust all over it. Oh well, anyway, it don't matter. Just a car. But anyway, this, if you can, if you've never had a black vehicle, or a dark colored car, I should say, I'd say dark blue and dark green would be about the same. But just kind of go the same way with your rag, and it makes it easier to get on and off, and also kind of prevents swirls. If you can, this car, I've had, I guess, 4 or 5 black vehicles, and it's basically the same thing. You got to really stay on top of a black vehicle, and that's why I'm recommending that turtle wax in a black box. It's pretty nice. And just for comparison, look how shiny this black is. And I mean, this is the way I want this truck, old Cash here, but I was trying to picture it kind of black just a little bit. If it was shiny black, it would really point out more imperfections, in my opinion. Phew, don't need any more of that. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you what it looked like. I detailed a little bit on the insides yesterday, or today. I mean, I didn't get a chance to yesterday. Vacuumed it out and just kind of cleaned it up just a little bit. And I never did get to show you the miles on this because the sun was shining. And yesterday, I watched a video yesterday I made of this to see how many bloopers I had. I had several bloopers. It looked like there was a hole in the seat, but there's not. It's just the way the sun was coming through on the windshield. Let's see how many miles is on this thing. I can find the keyhole here. 79,448. So that's how many miles is on it. We've probably put, heck, I don't know, maybe, I'll go out on a limb and say 2,000 miles, but really we haven't. Bought brand new Michelin tires for it when I got the car, but we haven't really been very far just yet. But I'm hoping all that'll change soon. But what I was going to tell you too, on this black car, you see this car right here, this what I call a Xbox. It's a Scion XB. But you can see, well, I guess you can. It's dusty, and I need to clean it up a little, but it's just a difference in the colors. This color here doesn't show dust and dirt near as bad. Now, I mean, if you get right up on it and start looking for dust and dirt, you're going to find it. See how dirty this back window is? But it's just amazing how if you go to buy a new car, new truck, I mean even used is new to me. So if you get to going to buy a new car or truck, new to you, whether it be new or used, why, keep in mind the color. See, if you want to stay on top of it like you have to a dark color, say like black, because this is really hard to maintain, and it is for me. And I try to stay on top of things pretty much. And another thing I look for when I go to look for a used car or a truck, or I guess even if you're buying a new one, is look at the wheels. And by that I mean, how hard are they going to be to keep clean? These are pretty easy to clean. And I look at stuff like that. I have had some wheels that were, oh my goodness, were hard to keep clean. And the wheels on that thing are easy to clean too. So I kind of look at stuff like that because I don't want to spend, I really don't like cleaning cars and trucks. I know some people probably think that I do, but I do not. So I'm going to tell you about a blooper I had yesterday too that, as I said, I watched my video to make sure I hadn't messed up too much, and I did. I was standing here almost in this same spot talking about when I was in school, my first car was a 63 Dodge, and in the video, I don't know where I got this from, but I said a 64 Dodge, and then I said 63, but it's actually a 63 Dodge Polaris, a four-door car, push button on the dash, you know, the gear selector was push button on the dash. It's a good car, had a 318 in it, and you know, it wasn't nothing to look at, but hey, it was good to go back and forth to school, and you know, I was just glad to have something to drive. So it was good. I liked it. Nice four-door car, run good. Anyway, another reason why I got this car real quick is because it's got four-wheel disc brakes. I like that. And the guy that I got this car from, the car dealership, I was going to tell you, he had his own son driving this car. And he has a bunch of cars. But he had his own son driving this car because of all the airbags in this thing. It's in the seats. It's everywhere on this car. And he said if my son's in a wreck, chances are he's going to make it or survive because of all the airbags. And if you recall, about a year ago, maybe a year and a half, my wife and I were having to drive a 2017, I think, Lincoln MKZ is an SUV, because Lincoln had a recall on the airbag system, and we were not allowed to drive this car. I told them, I said, I'm not keeping it on your car lot. They were going to keep this car outside, and I said, I babied this car, and the guy before me has too. And I said, I'm not keeping it on your car lot for the birds to do their business, and you know, hailstorms, rain, wind, whatever. And so they made me sign a contract saying, and they wrote the mileage down and everything on this car. So I didn't get to drive it very well. I didn't get to drive it at all there for about several months, probably 6 months or maybe more than that. But I didn't get to drive this car because I was under contract through Lincoln, not to drive this car. So it stayed in the garage. So this car's pretty much got low mileage on it. It's a 11, fixing to be, well, it won't be long to be 12 years old, and it's got 79,000 on it. So it sat here in the garage covered up. I would start it periodically, but not allowed to drive it. So, and when I turned in my rental car, the Lincoln MKZ, the SUV, you can look back at my older videos and you can see what I was driving because I made a video of it. But when I drove the car to get the airbag repaired on this car, that was a fault with the airbag. You probably heard about that on the news about a year ago or so. They checked the mileage and made sure that I hadn't been driving it around. So anyway, that's the story on this car. I had thought about getting rid of it, but then somebody else would have the problem with the airbag too. But you know, I like this car really well. It seems to be a good car, runs really good, and it doesn't look bad to be nearly 12 years old. So I'm pretty happy with it. But once again, I was just going to tell you, if you have a black vehicle, I kind of recommend this stuff right here. I hope you'll try it. And they give you 2 bottles of this spray detailer. So if you have a big 4-door dually truck, I'm pretty sure this would probably do the trick for you. More than enough, I would think. And I don't know how expensive it is. I've had this for a while. So you might have to check your local auto parts store or Walmart or something like that, I guess, to get it. But I really like it. I kind of recommend it if you have a dark colored vehicle. Might want to check it out. Okay, and if you catch me in any bloopers that I've said, or things I do or things I say that are bloopers, just kind of point them out to me, because I try to find them on the, I don't know how to edit. So this is just all, you know, talking just like I'm talking if you were standing here. So this is it. And I'm sure I've got a lot of bloopers. I catch them pretty often, and sometimes it scares me. I'm wondering where my mind's going. I don't know why I said 64 Dodge, but I did. So that's just, whew, I don't know where that come from. Anyway, if you catch me in a blooper, let me know. Maybe I can have a little fun out of it as well as letting y'all listen to my bloopers. So, hey, appreciate it. Y'all have a good day. I'm having a great day. It's another beautiful day today. Going to try to take advantage of it. Hope y'all do too. Y'all have a good one. I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.